Hey everybody, how's it going? I got a new episode of Clone Evolution, and I got some exciting news tonight. Turns out, yesterday was the last episode I was going to do on the cell phone because the cell phone was fucked and would no longer play the game without cutting out every 2 seconds. And my tablet didn't arrive, so I decided to try, what was it, that Blue something or other to play Android on my PC. And boy, wasn't that a wonderful process. As you can see, I'm not into my profile, and it just so happens when I click the Facebook link to activate it, I deleted my other account. So my 106 levels went down the drain, and now I'm back to level 4, square one. So it kind of sucks. I think this was one of the main reasons why I wanted to stay with Android and not switch. I can't believe how fucked that is. That I think what happened is I originally thought that I had synced the game to Facebook. I specifically remember doing it, collecting the reward, so I assumed that it was linked properly. But then when I went to this Android emulator and said join by my Facebook, it just linked this one to it. So my other account's no longer locked to it, and I can't get to my other account. It's gone. But I think the good news in this whole ordeal is that the game actually does work a little better. It took quite a bit of fucking screwing around to get it to work. There was something I had to adjust in my BIOS to even get it to work, but... So I guess for today's episode I'm just going to play whatever this is. And hope that technical support gets back to me. If not, it appears that I'll be starting the game all over again. Which, to be honest, is really irritating. And if it wasn't for you guys watching the show, I would probably just stop playing this game altogether now. This was quite the ordeal to have my account lost. I really don't like the way games do this with syncing and stuff. I really wish I just had a username and password, so this whole fucking problem wouldn't happen. No, there's been a lot of issues going on in my house today too. A lot of family stuff going on, and it's pretty much been a horrible disaster all day. But yeah, at least I can play the game without it overheating. I could do some live streams. I don't know if anyone wants to do a live stream watching a level 4 guy start playing the game. Yay, it gave me rewards for linking to Facebook. Fuck. No, to be honest, right now, this is making me sick to even play the game. I don't want to start over from the beginning. So I really hope this technical support is able to resolve it. Oh yeah, and the issue was with technical support is they needed my username, which was easy for me to remember. It's my first name. But I didn't write down what server I was in. So if anyone happened to know what server I was in and you can put it in the chat, you may actually save my account. I'm pretty sure I told a bunch of people what server it was. I spent all day today reading through every message on my YouTube and every message on the Facebook group. And everyone that said, which server are you in? The only response I put was, oh, I'll go look it up. Even though I specifically remember telling people what server I was in. So I don't know, it's probably just my memory that's fucked. Yeah, so I'm probably not even really going to play the game much, because I really don't want to play it anymore, now that this whole ordeal has occurred. Yeah, sorry to be so sick about it, but I don't know, to spend like 3 months leveling up your characters only to lose them because of some stupid fucking retarded Facebook feature. Like, it even had some sort of game sync thing, like I'll go up here and click it. It's like, link it to Game Center. So I clicked link to Game Center, and it changed something, said something, but how does that help me get my account back? Now I can't. It's like, what the fuck? This account is already linked to a character in this game. Oh, this might save it. Can you imagine if this saved it? Oh, I'd be so happy. I'd be like, everything in my life is rejuvenated. It's like I could go do all those family issues with no problems anymore. Be like, thank you, game thing. Oh, the one thing I did notice is when I run this on my computer, it's way slower at the loading screens. Like, so slow, I'm pretty sure at some points it just times out and stops even trying to load. Yeah, no harsh feelings for the guy that told me to switch to Android. Like, he had no idea that I would fuck it up this badly. And really, it's not the end of the world even if I do have to start over. It's like, can you imagine how many mistakes in life that you fucked up that you'd rather start over? Try to compare that to bad shit happening in the game, and then you're like, oh, the game's nothing. Fuck! Yeah, let's hope everyone else is having a splendid day. I know we got a raging heat wave starting in a few days. That should be fun. I feel... And sometimes I need a drink before I can talk. Now I finished putting up the pump on my pool today, so everything looks like it's ready to go. The only thing I'm missing is the pool chemicals, and I have to finish putting up the gate in my yard so that the whole yard is gated off or fenced off. Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to the whole pool thing, but one annoying thing is once I set up the pool, some of my neighbors were saying they wanted to come and swim in it. Some of them are hot chicks, so I don't mind, but I kind of didn't want to share my pool with a whole bunch of people. It's kind of gross. It's like a giant bathtub, really. How many people would you want to share bath water with? Alright, so I don't know, I probably won't be too much of a germaphobe about it and just like pour in shitloads of bleach. Or whatever pool chemicals there is. I've never had a pool before, so this year I started with a smaller one. It's wide, 15 feet, but it's only 3 feet deep, so it's more like a kid's depth. Though it says 3 feet, and it's at my waist, and I'm pretty sure my waist isn't 3 feet. Or maybe it is. Now I figure, well, like when I go to the beach, I usually swim in the shallow part of the water anyway, so I'm not a big fan of swimming in water way over my head. As long as it's waist deep, that's more than enough I need to float in. 15 feet across, like I'm 6 feet tall, or 6'2", so that gives me enough to even room to swim a little. Not far, but swimming nonetheless. Last year I bought a season's pass to the beach near my house. Turned out it wasn't a real beach. Well, the beach was more like gravel. And then the water was like knee deep. So I'm like, knee deep isn't really deep enough to swim, right? It's like I kind of prefer at least waist deep. And it was filled with little kids like screaming and crying, so I was like, oh god, it's probably piss everywhere in this water, I'm getting the hell out of here. So I paid for a season's pass for that place and didn't even use it. Oh my god, my level characters are back. Just when I was making fun of that game thing, it fucking saved my ass, right? Can you believe this? Dear god, I've never been so happy. Woo! Oh, I swear to god. Maybe this is like the turning point of my life. Where all the mistakes and horrible shit that I've fucked up is gonna turn around. I should start gambling tonight. No, maybe I'll continue with gambling tomorrow. Oh god, I can't believe this worked. You know what this means, guys? I can do live streams with my characters tomorrow. So, I don't know, I think a lot of viewers have already started watching my show at a certain time, because that's usually when I do it. I don't know, should I try to link my account to Facebook now? I don't want to chance it. I should write down what fucking server I'm in. God. Alright, so... Pathological paint linked. Thank God for Game Center. It's like, Game Center, I love you. It's like, I was making fun of you before, but I had no idea what I was talking about. Alright, so this is the current server. Oh, thank God. Oh, what a relief. Okay, to celebrate, I think I'm gonna do some battling. And it's so weird, I don't have to worry about fucking the game overheating anymore. This is such a weird concept. I was always like in a race. Yeah, and I went back into my comments and started catching up, reading them all. Thanks, everyone. Holy shit. I didn't realize how many comments have built up in my previous videos. I guess I'd only been checking the ones from the most recent video. No one of my viewers was pointing out that he went into my archive and watched some of the research I did about Bulgaria. I think he said he liked it, so I was like, that was really awesome. Appreciate that, man. I know a lot of my research about ancient mystery stuff is super controversial, so most people hate it. I know that's when people are like, hey, how can you handle people disliking your shit so much? I'm like, oh, I'm used to it. Pretty sure I just wasted a clone while I wasn't paying attention. I'll have to get used to not clicking with my finger and using this mouse now. This is weird. Who knows, maybe I will like the tablet better. If it ever arrives. Yeah, this is really weird, because before I had it showing on the big screen, but I was always watching the cell phone most of the time. Oh, I can't believe I got my account back. I was so bummed out about it. I don't know if you could tell in the beginning. I was trying to pretend like I wasn't that upset about it, but I don't think I was pretending very good. Whew. Okay, I'll try to articulate my words properly. Now, I noticed when I use Google, it doesn't like how I speak. I really believe that I should be speaking another language, because how I manage to mumble English is almost incoherent. Yeah, I keep wanting to reach for the cell phone to control it. This is such a weird... Oh, and I can just drag it. Oh. Yeah, while you guys were gone, I managed to unlock a new level. I think it was this morning or something. Before I lost my account, I was playing it. So I can play this a little bit. Maybe we'll start that off today. Currently in auto battle. Oh, there we go. So used to touching stuff, clicking is going to take some getting used to. Yeah, the graphics and resolution is crazy crystal clear. It's so big. The only thing I dislike now is that I can't hear the sound, because before I could hear it coming out of the phone. Yeah, I hope I didn't record this whole episode only for the game volume to be super loud. I'm pretty sure the music should still be turned off. Hey, and if anyone does like chiptunes music that they want me to play during the show, quiet enough that you can still hear me, I was thinking about doing that. Now, a friend of mine does chiptunes, and he did the intro song. I haven't hung out with him in a while, so I should really ask him again before I keep using this stuff. Now, I had a concussion doing the whole social isolation for like a year and a half before this whole thing occurred. I was just getting back into interacting with people again. I don't know if anyone's ever had a serious concussion. It's like when you're really sensitive to noise and movement, being around other people isn't usually the greatest. But now I'm very happy. Most of the concussion side effects are gone. Even clone evolution helped me get rid of some of the last ones. I was getting these weird eye tracking issues where my one eye was off a little bit from the other. And looking down was part of the rehab exercises I was supposed to be doing. And it was really frustrating and I was giving up. And then when I got into clone evolution, playing it on my cell phone was causing me to look down and focus. And holy fuck, man, my eyes hurt really bad, like to the point where I thought I almost couldn't play the game anymore. And then whatever it was that was causing that pain, eventually caused it when the pain went away to heal even better than it was prior to the pain. So it was like the rehab of looking down actually fucking helped fix my eye. So big shout out to Clone Evolution. I bet you didn't have that intention when you made the game, but helped fix my eye. Now today on the cannabis menu, I have a little bit of that sativa left. I'm down to the last of it coming up. But someone was nice enough with the medical thing to give me some Rick Simpson oil. So I've been doing drips of that in with some of my bowls. No, Rick Simpson oil, I haven't really had it since I started making vapor oil. And I kind of forgot what it tasted like. Plus I was used to just smoking it and not vaping it. So now that I've started vaping Rick Simpson's oil, I noticed that it does have a lot of impurities in it. Maybe that's part of what makes it what it is though, right? Some of those impurities might be good for you. Not to offer medical advice, but when it comes to cannabis, I'm pretty sure it's the ammonia in it that's causing most of the perceived benefits, if there is any. Why do I say that? Because ammonia is a natural antiseptic used as medicine in the ancient times. There was a tribe called the Ammonians. They were known for ammonia. Yeah, and if you ever played hockey and you've tried smelling salts before, sometimes players use that on the bench. That's ammonia. Ammonia is also used to preserve meat. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure if like we had something toxic in us that needed to be killed off by an antiseptic, ammonia would help. But that's just my opinion. I don't really know. I wouldn't trust my judgment when it comes to medical advice. I would go with the vegetable police. He's where I get all my advice from. Now, if anyone's ever watched the Vegetable Police channel before, he's kind of funny. I realized that I have a comedy style that was similar to his. I think someone called it observational humor or something. It's like my life is like a joke, so just talking about it tends to help. Now, before the whole pandemic, I had like a really good connection for industrial amounts of toilet paper. You could buy a whole year's worth. I was like telling people, I'm like, man, I got this connection for toilet paper. Everyone's like laughing, going, oh yeah, I'm sure you do. It's like, no, that's for real. That's my life. I have connections for toilet paper. No, it's some really fucking shitty toilet paper, but cheap. Like, you know, the kind that you get industrial, like factory workers or malls and stuff. fast food joints that like paper so thin you can see through it. You have to like layer up like 5 layers just to wipe with it. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Do they think when they make it that thin, someone's really just going to use a little? Sure hope not. Yeah, so this guy, he was like near Toronto on the outskirts. So like, I think it was an Armenian place. I don't know if the toilet paper is from Armenia. You'd have to think something else came in that crate. They make it worth a little bit more than toilet paper. But hey, can you imagine that guy's business? Once the pandemic fucking picked up and he's selling toilet paper industrial amounts. I think his sign was like, buy a year's worth of toilet paper. Before the pandemic, people must have been, that guy's crazy. He'll never sell a year's worth of toilet paper. It's like, what do you know, a few months later, his fucking store was like, if he was allowed to sell shit. Man, I'm so happy I almost want to crack open a bottle of mead if it wasn't so late. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Live fucking streams tomorrow. I was thinking live streams is cool to chat and all, but I'd really like to take my show up a level and have people call in. So I don't know if any of you Skype or guys that play the game have Skype or Skype or some other systems. What is there? Zoom. I've heard that's popular. Oh yeah, Google Hangouts. I can do that. Facebook live chat. I'm pretty sure I can even do that. Like the live call thing. And then everyone who's been dying for me to do the ancient mystery stuff and to do a little bit more serious shows. Yeah, that's going to be coming, because once I get all these fucking live streams with Clone Evolution under my belt, with the live callers and stuff, because I kind of want to work it out, like, a lot of cases, not to make fun of you guys in Clone Evolution, but, like, when I have, like, a famous author on my show, I don't want to be working out glitches with them, like, during a live show. So I'm kind of using you guys as test subjects. I hope you don't mind, but no, I appreciate it. If you got any questions about the game, we can cover it and help me fucking get the testing done. Yeah, it'd be nice to have some younger audience coming into my Ancient Mystery shows. I'll try to make it a little bit themed more to younger people, because I noticed YouTube's been telling me that my viewer audience for Clone Evolution is all in between the ages of 20 and, or was it 18 and 20? Or no, yeah, it was between 20 and 30, something like that. All males, which was like the opposite of what I used to have. Now, most of my audience before was like always old Freemasons, like old geezer guys in their 60s and 70s. I kind of don't, well, it's not that I don't like audiences like that, but I'd almost rather my work be shared with some future generations. Not to people that are ready to croak any day. Not to make fun of people. It's like, fuck, I'm not far off a senior. Soon you guys will be making fun of me. Back in my day, we used to have to buy drugs from gangs. Nowadays, we can just buy drugs from the government. Yeah, it's like, you know you're old when you used to have to buy drugs from gangs. That's what everyone's giving gangs a hard time. I wonder if that's part of our new society. It's like, really, we do have so many criminals nowadays that shouldn't they have their own country, like Australia back in the day? Like, shit, like if you got like 40 million people that are in prison, that's like enough for a small country. Or not even a small country, a big country. I don't know, what is the prison population? Anyone know? Want to put it in the chat? The only thing I'd worry about is if there was a prison country these days, would they like build up an army? Start attacking other countries that aren't prisoners? Might be a bit sketch of a plan. I swear to God, guys, if you want some interesting politics, you should elect me to lead you. There'll never be a dull moment, I give you that. It's like you think a pandemic was bad. Alright, so one of my new strategies, it may sound like a dumb plan. Maybe you can put it in the chat, guys, how retarded do you think this plan is? Not to make fun of the word, but retarded in a good way. No, it says here you have to spin the casino 2 times to collect the gem bonus for the day. And what I was previously doing was just hitting it for a 10 draw because it uses less, save 2 coins. But I was thinking, shit, I'm trying to save up as many coins as I can. So by using 2, sure, I use a little bit extra, but it helps me save faster. By like 6 coins, I guess, per day. So that's what I've been doing. And it's kind of neat to watch it go around. It's been a while since I did that. I wish for the 10 spins it would actually virtually go around 10 times. That'd be sick. I can't believe I have my account back. It's making me so happy. I've been this happy in years. Or probably since that last bottle of mead. God, the items really suck on the casino wheel. Ever notice that? Yeah, now I don't have to lean back. Just have to speak up a little. Now I think for the live stream what I'll do is go over the daily grind stuff. Yeah, some of these events are almost over. Be nice to see some new ones come up again. Yeah, now that I think this whole lockdown situation's coming to an end, or it appears to be coming to an end, I'm trying to develop a new routine of what I'm going to do each day. I used to be able to play disc golf every day, and I would bike to it, but the disc golf course looks like it's going to be closed for the season. The whole lockdown situation, it's affected the university, and then the university owns the course. And technically the university never lets us play there anyways, but now that the school's closed, the security's still there, and they're giving people fines for going on the public park where we have the fucking course. I guess I shouldn't make fun of universities. They got a lot of hot chicks that go there. I gotta give them that. Now, some days I'm tempted to go back to school. They say if you want education, go to the library. If you want to get laid, go to school. So I think I'll be going to school. Spend enough time in the library. Alright, who should I battle today? This team looks very easy to beat. This team looks even easier. Man, that top team, that's a pretty good one. No, the only person I'm worried about in this team is this chick. I don't think I've seen her very often. Symphony guy, he hits pretty good, but I'm pretty sure I'll wipe him out before he even hits me. The freeze guy, if he gets to go first, he'll fuck me up. Samson, I have him. He can kill two of my guys. Trump's pretty weak ass. He doesn't really do anything. Now let's give the harder team a try. I'm in such a good mood. Let's end that. Yeah, has anyone else had a near scare of almost losing their account in Clone Evolution? How would you handle it if you had to start the game over? Would you? Alright. Fuck. Not good. It's a pretty intense battle, though. I was making fun of those people thinking like, oh, that chick's back? What the fuck? I was like, oh, only got 2 people left. I'm gonna win. It's like, so much for that. Come on, freeze, man, freeze! Yeah! Fuck! That wasn't good. Freeze! Oh god. What a fucking bullshit round. Fucking piece of shit. God, that fucking pissed me off, man. I should have won that battle. That was fucking bullshit. Alright, we'll try one team lower. I'm really tempted to play that other team again. Fuckers. Bloody gaping cock hole! Cock hole! Nah, thank God I'm so happy tonight. Pretty sure if I was not so happy, I wouldn't have taken that loss so kindly. Now you should see how I take losses in disc golf. It's like some days I'm like clenching my fists so tight, I'm like, trying not to punch people. So what I end up doing is taking a whole summer and just practicing disc golf like almost every day, to the point where it's like I almost can't lose. Jinx that. Now I even took my skills into like a tournament to see how well I would do after a year of practice every day. And I did better. Didn't win the tournament, but at one point I was like up there in the fucking standings. And then I was like, my body gave out because of my fucking back. But it was one of those tournaments where it was an endurance one. So I was thinking, shit, if I enter a regular tournament where it's not endurance, I'll have a better chance. And then who knows, maybe I'll be able to improve my stamina this year so I can play 2 full 18s back to back. Now, normally my stamina for playing disc golf is about a round of 18. Even after the first 9, I can start to feel my back giving. But I tried to modify my style so it's like a less impact sidearm. That wasn't too bad. Got my team some points. At least I tried one harder match. I don't want to always just be kicking the ass of the weak teams. Excuse me. Oh, it makes me so happy that I didn't have to start the game over. I was even considering starting it over, and it was giving me like this pit feeling in my stomach. I was like, I don't want to waste my life playing this all over again. No, because this game is pretty hard, right? To start from scratch would be a real piss-off. Yeah, I hope I didn't message support and ask them to fix something, and they're gonna do something. Because the way it is now is fine. Got it off the phone to fucking the computer. And look at how it's playing. Like, I can easily do fucking live stream shit with this now. And it's funny too, when I started the video tonight, I was like, this is gonna be my most pissed off video yet. It turned out to be my happiest. See, like in life, you should never really fucking give up, right? Just keep plowing through. You never know. It's like right when you thought it was gonna be all shit forever. Fucking shit fucking spins around. You're like, holy, best shit ever. Now, depending how bad you fuck shit up too, when it rebounds to all of a sudden better, if it was really shitty, it makes the really better seem that much better. So if you're down about how fucking shit is, it's like, hey, worse is the better when it comes to the rebound. Alright. Now I was just starting to plan, like how I was going to start leveling up my team from scratch again. Now I'll have to be like, fuck that idea. Now I can go back to just leveling up normally. What was my plan again? Yeah, whoever told me to do this, like, thank you. I'm pretty sure my computer is even running streams better. That thing where I went into the BIOS and enabled virtual something. God, I don't know what that does. Does anyone understand computers? Like when I enabled that virtual shit for this BlueStacks thing, is it actually going to help my live streams go better? Like I'm pretty sure like I can hear my computer, how hard it runs, and it's running way quieter tonight. So whatever it is that changed, it's helping. Well, it could be because I'm not running it off the cell phone now either. Yeah, I'm gonna save my cell phone a lot of wear and tear. I don't think I'd ever used it so much. Never actually ran it hot before. Alright guys, I think after I finish these little guild things, I'm gonna head up to the campaign. I think I was promising to do the campaign, right? Oh, this is such a great feeling. Even losing to this cunt. Whoops, I didn't mean to say the C word, sorry. Bloody gaping cockhole. Yeah, she's dead. All hail, the witch is dead. You can never really kill a witch, though, right? Remember I had a dream a long time ago that I was fighting a witch? The witch just wouldn't die. Maybe we weren't really fighting, we were just training. Alright, I think I need to lay off the vaping of the oil, huh? Did I already load the next bowl? So I did. Now I did notice one thing about switching to vaporizing Rick Simpson oil. It's a little bit harsher, but it did pack a little bit more of a punch. I noticed the buzz a little. Normally when I vape, it's rare to catch a buzz unless I go a whole day without vaping first. It's that thing, I don't know if anyone has experienced it with concentrates. I know, what is it, people that do excessive dabs? And Man, I feel for you guys doing dabs. I don't know how you can stand coughing all the time. If I cough too much, I'll get a headache. Shit, man, I'm even doing damage to these guys. Oh, I thought he was dead. Come on. Yeah! Fuck. Yeah! I'm gonna have to go tell every one of my roommates that my account was saved. I was bitching the whole day about it being gone. Yeah! Yeah, another victory. So which is that? I can beat lightning, and I can beat red. Purple and green, I think, are both out of my reach. Let's try the green for another shits and giggles. Oh shit, did I already go into the campaign mode and beat it? Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe I partially beat it and then quit? Come on, memory. What the hell did I ever do to you, brain? What did I ever do? What? Alright, I got one of them dizzy. My team is pretty strong. Oh, that was not good. When the healer goes, that sucks. Come on. It's like I can't hurt these guys. What the hell's going on? Must be that green technology. Sometimes I use it too. Gives you extra shield. Yeah, how's the temperature been doing for everyone? I was watching the news today, or not watching, reading it on Facebook. It was the whole spiel about how we're breaking all these records for the hottest summer of fucking 2020. I was thinking, dear God, in Canada, it's been the coldest. We fucking shattered an 80-year-old record for having the coldest fucking spring. And we're having to read stories on Facebook going on about how fucking hot it is. I swear to God, it's like the mainstream media, they just like say the exact opposite of what's true about everything. It doesn't even matter. It's like, it's fucking flooding. They'll be like, oh, it's a drought. Fucking drought. They'll be like, oh, there's fucking water everywhere. It almost makes it kind of funny, right? Like, watch the news to see them say the opposite of what is true. Now, it's part of the old-time prophecies that I do shows about. They say that in the old days, or in the final days, before the golden age, everything has to become the opposite of what it's supposed to be. Yeah, it looks like I did beat it, eh? Was it a hard battle? I guess not, eh? Flew through it, didn't even notice. Receive all my gifts. One rose. Now, a big shout out to everyone's been sending me the regular roses, or the bigger roses. And the regular ones too. You cheap bastards. Just kidding. Now, if anyone knows about being cheap, it's me. I got really bad into the credit card debts, and I figured out that to pay it off, I had to get like a consolidation loan and get my expenses down as low as I could. I got them down to like 0 for almost quite a few years. And everyone's like wondering, how can you get your fixed expenses down to zero? It's like you just have to make certain sacrifices, right? Like sometimes if you can live somewhere where someone has like a disability and they need someone to help look after them, there you got a situation where you can live and not have to pay rent. And some of those deals even include meals. So then you got your food and your rent. That's some pretty big fixed expenses that most people say you can't get away from. But it's a pretty big sacrifice to live with someone that you always have to take care of. A lot of people want the luxury of personal space. Yeah, and just don't have a girlfriend and don't have a car, and man, imagine how much money that saves. And try not to go out and do hobbies that cost money. Like disc golf's a good one because you can play it all the time and there's a decent amount of free courses. Get a bike, and it's like you can bike everywhere, you don't need a car, and it gets you in shape so you don't need the gym. At one point too, I was like just eating only at work when I had a job that provided food. So it was like I fasted on the days that I wasn't at work. That's pretty hardcore, but hey, if you want to fucking make sacrifices, it can pay off. Like I managed to pay off a shitload of debt. In hindsight, I really could have just declared bankruptcy because that was an option in those days. But for the principle of it, at least I can say I've never fucking reneged on debts. No, I'm trying to save up some more purple gems to buy red scrolls, so I guess I'll pass on anything else. Yeah, I remember someone was putting in the comments they were pissed that I was playing the game for an hour for a live stream. I figure, man, if you want, you can just split it up. You don't have to watch the whole thing at once. Oh yeah, I had the arena battles. I was trying to think, there's got to be something I forgot to fight. Alright, before we get to any more arena battles, we'll get a quick message from our sponsor. Today's show is brought to you by Crack! Crack! It'll fuck you up. Thank you, sponsor. That was an excellent message. Now these battles are really on the weak side because I've been putting in a dummy team to get my points really low, so when the next event starts I can pile in a whole shitload of wins by subbing in my other good team. Just start smoking everyone at the low levels. Has anyone else ever tried the Rick Simpson oil? Pretty sure that the government of Ontario doesn't sell it yet, although they do have hash And they do have different oils that are similar, or no, they're edible oils, I believe, or topical. So hopefully the Ontario Cannabis Store starts offering Ontario or Rick Simpson oil. I believe the only people right now that can make it are ones with medical licenses. Maybe they can? I don't even know. Yeah, I guess maybe you wouldn't be allowed to. Wonder how they got it. Now there must be a way to make the Rick Simpson oil without solvents. I'll have to try to find out if there is. Now, from what I heard, the Rick Simpson oil is the one that's really popular in the medical field. It'd be weird if the government didn't release it. I think I'm just about used to using the mouse to play the game. Alright, so if anyone's going to be joining in for the live chat tomorrow, I think I usually start these shows around in between 9 and midnight, depending on how the family stuff goes. Basically, I got to take my uncle to his bathroom trips, and his brain isn't functioning like it used to, so it's like not only do I have to help him to get there, but he's also going to fight it the whole way. So some days when we give him the antidepressant pills, he actually gets in a good enough mood that he doesn't fight it, and it goes a lot easier. But you know, if someone doesn't want to do something that you have to get them to do, makes it a challenge. Now, some days I think about all the PSWs and nurses out there and how they do it. Must be a lot of equipment to maybe help you lift people. Maybe there's a lot of sedation involved. Imagine if you give someone enough drugs, they'll do anything you tell them. Now, we were never going to give my uncle antidepressants until his brain was completely gone. Then we're like, okay, there's not really a whole lot that we're saving by not giving them to him. And then it actually helped his mood dramatically, so it got to the point where his life was dramatically improving from being able to be changed a lot more frequently. Now, so if everything goes smoothly for that, then I should be online maybe around 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern. And if it goes rough, then it'll be closer to be 10 p.m. Eastern to midnight. Yeah, and even if anyone doesn't have any real questions, they just want to hang out and chat, it's all good. Helps me test the equipment either way, especially if you can call in with video. I swear to God, this virtual thing really helped my computer. I don't get it, like why in my computer's BIOS would that shit be turned off if it helps your computer so much? It's like Apple dumbing down their products. Alright, it says I still have the expedition to do and the bar. So we'll set up the bar first. And if anyone's wondering why I did such a long show today, it's because I could. And I was actually really pissed off that nothing was working. And now that it is, it just made me so happy I want to record forever. Forever! Yeah, so thanks again to the viewer, if he's still watching the show after all these episodes. Getting me to switch to playing this on the computer has drastically improved the show. From a technical standpoint, at least. So now that I don't have to worry about it, well, probably jinxed it. That was close. I was thinking I didn't have enough heroes to beat that mission. But I kicked its ass. Look at that, eh? I even saved up 25 of the bottle cap openers. I was thinking if I lost my account, I had saved up so much stuff before I had lost it. That would have really sucked. No, big shout out to that game thing, whatever. I got first place in something. So did I unlock it? Holy, I did reach ranking master. I was thinking of changing this, but I thought I didn't have any unlocked. It's one thing about it's a little bit slower than just dragging it with your finger. But I could probably adjust my mouse wheel so that it would be faster. See, it says this is for a first place achievement. I'm pretty sure I got first place in something. Must be from something else. So what do you think? Does the border look better for the diamond or for the petals? I think diamond looks a little bit cooler. I kind of want to put it on master though. Master just sounds better. Be your master. Alright, I'll go and do the expedition. Just doing my job. Now I heard there's a new version of Kung Fury coming out, part 2. God, I've been dying for part 2. Part 1 was only, what, half hour long? I wish it was 2 hours each movie. It was such a good movie. True survivor. I don't know, has anyone ever heard David Hasselhoff do like a motivational speech in person? I heard him do one at the convention Fan Expo in Toronto. He was like one of the goddamn best fucking public speakers I ever heard. I was like, how is that possible? It's like David Hasselhoff. It's like I used to always make fun of him in like Baywatch and shit, right? It turns out he's like a hilarious comedian, like one of the best people you could ever hear speak. I would have never guessed that he'd be such an intelligent speaker. He was telling us stories that had you like hanging on every word. So funny. I kind of wish I would have taped that one. I used to tape some of the stuff at Fan Expo. Now all the conventions might be over. That'd be a shit show. Now, to me, I was kind of thinking that if everyone was going to lock down, we should have did a hardcore lockdown. Like, fucking no one's allowed to even go shopping or anything. This half-ass lockdown was kind of like no one really did lockdown, but we're pretending like we did and still fucking everyone. Because really, the way things have been going, it almost seems like our culture is building up, or society is getting herd immunity. I don't think we're actually wiping out the virus from no one getting it. But who knows, right? Like, anything's possible. Vegetable Police was telling us today that his channel was getting demonetized for even talking about it. So I better Action! True survivor! Just doing my job. Right, we just reached the hour mark for the stream. New record. I think for tomorrow's stream, we're probably going to break another record too, unless no one shows up for the live shit. Oh yeah, and someone was posting that they wanted me to do a ley line show, or gravity well lines again. So I'm definitely going to do another live one of those soon. Usually what I like to do is do the gravity well shows when there's something big in the news that I can show on the map and how it correlates. Like different earthquakes or hurricanes. Everything's been so calm recently. Hasn't been a good 7-pointer in months. I kind of live on an earthquake zone, so I shouldn't be praying for earthquakes. Now, I've never felt an earthquake that big. Has anyone in the chat ever felt a big earthquake? I think the biggest I felt was around a 3 or a 4. So almost so small you could barely feel it. Right, we're getting close to the end of the battles here. Pretty sure I died hardcore on this one last stream. I never even went back into the archive to watch it. I couldn't stand watching it. It pissed me off so much to lose. Okay, relax. Easy. Alright, that was good. We started off with some dizzy and freezing. So far, so good. It's probably going to be that Robin chick. She's going to fuck with me because I deleted her. I ate her ass. Normally I'm not into the ass eating. Or am I? Oh. It's those big tits bouncing, I swear. Gets my mind in the gutter. Right, that was success. Great success. Now, isn't everyone happy that we got out of that whole Borat phase? I remember we used to have a player for the Toronto Raptors who was from Lithuania. I don't know if they just got the Borat movies there, but he was still in the phase. Everything he said was in a Borat voice. I always thought that, Borat was making fun of Kazakhstan as being like a a poor country with shitty technology. Then after that, they got the contract to be the launching facilities for the Russian space program. So they ended up being the most technological superior nation on the planet. After Borat was making fun of them. It's like, take that, Borat. Now, I used to like the Ali G show all the time, so I don't want to harp too much on that, what's his face? Baron Sachin something. He's cool. No, he's very against conspiracies, so he's probably not watching my material. No, my show has nothing to do with conspiracies. Alright, tomorrow, guys, let's see if we can set a new record. Do a 2-hour Clone Evolution live stream. Work my way up to 1,000 viewers. Not 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subs. If I get the 1,000 subs, then all of a sudden I can do super chats. I might be out of my mom's basement before I turn 50. Wouldn't that be something? Now, to be honest, sometimes being in your mom's basement is amazing. Especially when she has a 1-acre backyard during a lockdown. It's like, yes! Finally. Life's working out. Hey, it says free refresh. You know what that means? Here, I thought the show was almost over. Yeah, my body's aching today. I'm pretty sure it's getting sore from not doing enough again. I was doing some things outside for a few days there, but then once everything I had to do was done, got back into the routine of being stuck inside. That's the shitty thing about a lockdown, is if you get in the habit of being locked down, it's a hard thing to break. I noticed it from the concussion. Getting back to doing shit again was not easy. So I was thinking, has anyone ever tried a reverse vacation? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if most people go on vacations, they go to like Jamaica, some tropical place where it's way better than what they're used to in their normal life. So they like live in paradise for a week or maybe 2, and it's like the most amazing time ever. But when they come back to their normal life and they have like a shitty job that they hate going to, it makes everything worse, because like you get all depressed knowing what it was like living a really good life, and now you have to go back to the shitty one. So I was thinking, if you were smart about it, smart, what you should do is a reverse vacation, where instead of going somewhere like tropical and nice, just go somewhere that's like a really hard work, or not even hard work, but just go somewhere it's like slums or like really awful place, or you're getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Go somewhere like really far up north. Have like a really challenging adventure, walking and hiking up mountains. And then it's like when you come back to your job, you're like, oh my god, my job is like paradise compared to where I just was for 2 weeks. And all of a sudden it makes you happy to be home and at work again. I've actually tried the reverse vacation a few times just because I was doing it for Ancient Mysteries stuff. So I went up north and hiked and went through hell for a week. Yeah, and then when I came back, it was surprisingly better. I was surprised. I was thinking one of these times I should try the tropical destination. Never even seen the ocean yet. Isn't that weird, eh? Some people are like, live by salt water or the ocean. It's such a common part of their life. And yet there's other people who have never seen it. Like, I see huge bodies of water all the time, but they're freshwater lakes. Saltwater is very foreign to me. Now, I do have dreams of repeating dreams occasionally, about once a month or so, depending how much I vaporize. And one of the repeating dreams is going to the ocean for the first time. And the same thing happens in it. I'm always like, oh, I seen the ocean and I forgot to take a selfie by the water. And as soon as I get that feeling of regret and I'm like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have forgot, that's when I wake up. So that's how I can tell it's a repeating dream, is because I keep waking up at the same point. And it always gets me too. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a dream. And I don't know why I want a selfie by the ocean so bad. I'm not even into taking selfies. As someone being recorded. That one viewer is like, hey, if you're not into selfies, turn your fucking image off. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure if it was just me talking, wouldn't have the great all the action. Yeah, well done, the company that makes this little streaming technology to Android for PC. It's working surprisingly well. Did one of my guys die? Did someone die? Oh yeah, fuck. Plane guy died. That really sucks. How did he die? Yeah, so if anyone wanted to see my new character list, that's what characters I have going. I was tempted to level up the bison guy. I've been leveling this chick up because I'm tempted to put in a new healer. I have this chick built up for instances where I needed someone else. See how the extra healing works out. Sorry, just had to pick my nose. For all the viewers that wanted to see that, you have to sign up to the Patreon. That's for all my nose picking videos. This uncensored editions. I'm actually going to have to add some nose picking videos in there. Just so people don't accuse me of false advertising. Nose picking videos, where are they? Now, the nose picking issue is the main reason I got this new style of selfie camera for when I do vlogging outside. Is I ran into the issue of like filming for hours, getting home, looking at the footage, and realizing that I had a huge booger sticking out. So I was like, holy fuck, hours and hours of video, all canned because I had a booger sticking out. So I'm hoping these new selfie cameras that show you what you look like while you're recording, that should help. I hope. Or at least I'll get lots of more material for the Patreon. I was thinking if they ever come out with an algorithm that removes boogers from video, then have hours of vlogging content saved. Now what happened is when I was doing my trips up north and trying to vlog it, you're hiking through hell. A lot of times it's like icy hell, and then that makes your nose run. So you pretty much got to be checking your nose for boogers like repeatedly. If you get one, it's not really a guarantee it's going to be clean for very long. And really, when you're doing those expeditions up north, you're worried about getting stepped on by moose or eaten by bears or ripped apart by lions or wild cats. So boogers are really kind of low on the chain of priorities. Yeah, if that isn't enough, the insects are eating you alive too. You'd be risking Lyme disease and malaria. Now, I hope the audio records well on this. I was just thinking I'm doing an hour-long stream talking about how I had to throw footage in the garbage. I bet you any money this isn't going to work. I should do is plug in my headphones occasionally. Test to see what I'm actually hearing. Why am I packing another bowl of this? Fuck, it's so strong I can barely take anymore. Maybe someone found a way to make Rick Simpson oil by baking? Maybe food? Cooking oils can do it? Has anyone ever made Rick Simpson oil? Can you post in the chat? What are some of the ways you can make it? Hoping there's a solvent-free way. Alright, this is the last boss. Can I beat it? Let's hope. I think my team is doing alright with 2 healers. It's kind of a shame that the plain guy died. Oh yeah, that was some good freezing. Just doing my job. That's some action. Yeah, the double healers is pretty good because as long as I don't die within 1 or 2 hits, my whole team's just going to be refilled. And I'll check out that chick in the skirt. I was thinking of getting her back into my team. I don't know if her healing's really good enough. Kind of wish she had bigger tits. Not that's what all is important. Big butts are nice too. Alright, another purple fragment. And the tavern tasks are complete. Ooh yeah. Yeah, this is actually kind of hurting my eyes not looking at the cell phone. It's like, oh, so big. That's what she said. Normally I don't like that joke, but I have to tell bad jokes every now and then to make the good ones seem better. Right, they want me to consume heroes. Yeah, let's just give them all the robots for the hell of it. That was the one nice thing I noticed about having to start the game over again. It was I was catching up on some of the tutorial things that I had forgotten. Alright, that's pretty sick. Happy Samson is almost complete. That was some pretty good content. Was able to test out doing a longer show. Really appreciate everyone for watching. Sorry about all those technical issues, and thank God. Thank that game place that saved my file for me. Managed to recover my team. That was a huge help. Yeah, and if anyone can help me out by giving the show a like, or giving me a sub, or helping share, everything really helps a lot. I've got my Patreon and the Hideout TV and all those other links down below if you want to help out in different ways. And yeah, if you happen to see what kind of animal, yeah, a skunk. If a skunk happens to spray and you get that in your vaporizer, you can give it a dislike. Even though skunk is a pretty popular flavor, maybe it would be good in a vaporizer. So hey, it might be flooded with dislikes, this video. Wouldn't be the first time. Alright, thanks again for watching, you guys, and catch you later. Never buy the products from our sponsor. They'll ruin your life!